Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck, and this is episode 14 of Riverview Farms. And in the last episode, I left you guys with a question of whether or not we should sell this forage wagon, because as you can see, we're down to $4 to our names, and it's December, and we're not going to have a whole lot of income coming in for a little while, and we have a $70,000 loan, and I believe we can sell this for about $75,000. So we'll see how that all shakes out, but I'm hoping to get out of debt before the winter and have a little bit of spending cash to get me through. But before we take that down and sell it, I want to get our front loader hooked up on our Vultra. Is this the Vultra? Yeah, Vultra here. So I have to remember where we last left our front loader arms. Oh, and they're right here. So we're going to need a front loader arms, and do we own a pallet fork? That's my next question. So we're going to go down here to front loaders, front loader tools, and we don't have a pallet fork. How is that possible? Telehandler tools, bale, low loader, header trailer, weights. Yeah, we don't have a fork. Well, that changes things just a little bit, but we're going to do it anyway. So, my thought process was, let's take the Vultra to return the forage wagon, or I guess to sell the forage wagon. I don't know that we're necessarily returning it because we don't know if we bought it from here. I mean, obviously, because it's a game, yes, but we didn't buy it from here. It was on the farm when we got here. So, we don't actually know if it could technically be a return. Whatever, that's semantics. But we're going to attach this. We're going to unattach the bale spike, because honestly the telehandler is better at that anyway. And we're going to come over here. Now my plan was, in addition to selling the forage wagon, we finally have one full pallet of eggs here. And if I remember right, so let's check because I don't remember things right very often, the best price for eggs is in December or January. So right now, yeah, November, December, 4,137 is the top. We're at like 39.81, 39.89. I mean, we're about as good as we can get for eggs. So I think we should sell this pallet of eggs as well and get us a little extra spending, walking around money for the winter, especially because we're going to have maintenance costs that come up in the winter and we're not producing milk yet. So chickens is kind of the chickens are producing kind of one of the only income-bearing things that we have going for us right now in the eggs. So I'm going to use this one because we can't with $4. Actually, we're at negative $1, so something is going on that's taking like $5 an hour or something from us somehow. Because yeah, when we sold everything originally last episode, I think we had $14 to our name. And then all of a sudden we had 10, and then we were down to 4, and now we're at negative 1. So somehow something is costing us some money here. I'm not exactly sure what. We'll try to figure that out at some point in time. But regardless, I need a pallet fork in order to transport those eggs somewhere to sell them. And I don't own a pallet fork. And now that we have negative $1 to our name, we're, pardon this view. I've got to get out of here so I can zoom out. Yeah, without that pallet fork to sell our eggs, without selling this trailer, we can't even afford a pallet fork because we can't buy one if we're negative. So we're going to haul this thing down to the shop. We're going to sell it. Unfortunately, since we don't have the money on us, I don't think we'll be able to even repair it or repaint it to try to get the extra cash out of it. Now we could borrow $5,000 just to repair and repaint the trailer and then sell it and then immediately pay back the loan. So we might look at doing that just as an option to get a little bit more money out of the trailer, because like I said, we're pretty much running dry right now for everything. and we don't have any foreseeable income in January, February, or March. And maybe not even in April, but we'll see. So, anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You guys can tell me how wrong I am in the comments. But this way we can generate some extra cash to get us through the winter, and again, not pay out that loan. And that's because, I don't know if I said this when I started, so if I didn't, I apologize. I asked you guys what you wanted to do, and I put a poll in the last episode, and unanimously in the votes, everybody said to sell the trailer. So that's what we're going to do. It makes sense to me. Why be in debt when we're not going to use this for a little while, and we can bale that straw. So the only argument we had against doing this course of action was that we can't shred the straw to put it in the cow pen. But if we're going to get a mixing wagon, which I think we definitely are, we're producing we're producing hay, straw, or stray as they call it in these parts, and going to be able to produce silage. So we've got all the parts we need to we got all the parts that we need already just to make a mixing wagon make sense for us. So having a mixing wagon will probably be in our future, and therefore we can use the straw bales in the mixing wagon to put straw to shred them for us, basically. So, oh look, we're down to $15 now. No, wait, we're not. We're -1. I thought the dollar sign was a 5. Don't have my glasses on, and I'm sitting a little bit far away from the TV. Anyway, 82,000 is better than I thought. It was 75 if we sold it from our garage, 82 if we brought it down here. Now, if we repaint it for 4,642, we should get more than that back. And that's usually been correct. So let's give that a shot, just for fun. So we're going to come to our finances. We're going to borrow $5,000 more to go to $75,000 in our loan. Then we will come in here, repair it for 14. And I think we got $15 value for the repair, but repaint is, we're at 82,857. We should be at 87,4 at least if we repair it first, or if we repaint it first. So we're going to go ahead and do that, repaint it for most of the money that we have. But now it's 87,900. So we're making almost $1,400 extra from repainting that. And now we're going to sell that. And boom, it's gone, but we have $88,000. 87,964 for that. Let's come over here, grab that pallet fork. Front loader tools, not from mine, from the actual shop. Where is our front loader tools? Here we go. Front loader tools. We just want a generic pallet fork. That one should work just fine. 1,700. Oh well. It will allow us to sell our eggs. So let's just go make sure this one fits this front loader that we have. It should. And since we have to go back to the farm anyway, we'll be able to take our manure spreader with us, grab that pallet of eggs, and then find a sell point somewhere on this map that we can get to in the dark. Yep, that picked up just fine. We're going to back up here, take this manure spreader back to the farm. Park it up somewhere, and then we'll grab that pallet of eggs and figure out where we can sell it. So exciting stuff. We also need to pay back that $75,000, so don't let me forget to do that. We should have about 11 left, 11.5 when we're done with that, and that should hopefully get us through the winter. We have maintenance costs every month. We were going to consider, well, we're going to be watching the sales, and if something comes up that we need, we'll just have to borrow the money again to get it. But overall, I'm feeling good about this plan, and so are you guys. So thanks for all of you who voted on the previous poll. That's very helpful. And I think this is going to set us up for success here in year 2. So, and then we'll come back to the farm, sleep overnight, and then we'll kind of fast forward through quite a few days, just checking the sales, fast forwarding, checking the sales, fast forwarding, and so forth, until we get to a season that we're ready to do something different, which in my opinion will probably be March. But I could be wrong. I'm sure there's something will come up between now and then. And am I going to miss the door? A little bit. That was a little sharp, but we did it. We'll just straighten that out. So it's interesting. We literally put one wagon right where we had that other wagon. But I'm feeling good about that. So let's go over to grab this pallet of eggs, and we'll find a sale point that's not a ridiculous drive in the dark, because nobody wants to see that. And just having a good price near $3,900 for these eggs is worth it enough. Nope, back up, get straight. All right, so that's 100% full of eggs, which makes sense. We have one pallet. All right, so we're going to go back in here to our finances. We're going to repay everything. We are debt-free, guys, debt-free. We made it. And we have $11,599 to our name, which is way better than the negative $1 we had when we went down there to sell our wagon. And then let's see, where can we sell these eggs? $39.67, $39.75. Moondog's Farmers Market or the bakery. So let's see. Let's tag Moondog's Farmers Market. And that's kind of a straight shot south, but it's pretty far down there. Let's see where the bakery is. The bakery is closer. It's still up that hill. I suppose we're going to drive all the way up there. We might as well go to the better price. I mean, it's $15, but why not? So we're going to tag the place there. And driving one solitary pallet to the sell point is not the ideal way to do this. We should obviously be putting like 6 or 8 pallets on our low loader, which is what we'll do next December. But this year we don't have a whole lot of choice. We just need to get a little extra cash, and there's no point hanging on to the eggs past December when the price continues to drop. So we're going to just find our way down there. And that pallet does not look level, which is worrying me just a little bit. See, if you look over the cab, it's sticking up farther on the left side. So I don't know if that's well, I know it's not supposed to be like that. So I wonder if we don't have a good grip on this with the pallet forks, which seems weird to me. But it seems to be driving okay. Well, no, it's bouncing. Like, well, when we get up to speed, it starts flashing the 1,400 eggs in the lower right-hand corner. So I'm wondering if it's like bouncing off the pallet fork every time we're doing that. All right, let's set it down. Let's square this up. Flip those up a little bit and come at it this way. Nope, it's still... It looks like it's on there. It just... I don't know. Alright, so we need to, on the map... Sorry, I'm not sure. I've never been to this farmer's market before. I think that might be best just to take a left and go all the way around. So yeah, let's do that. We'll just take a left and follow this road all the way around. As long as we don't get to a wreck and destroy all our eggs, we'll be just fine. So I'm kind of excited. Like, we're gonna, obviously grass care is a big part of this farm, and we're gonna be doing quite a bit of grass care in the spring because we're gonna hopefully start ramping up our cattle next year once we have all the pieces that we need, which is gonna include 3 grass fields. So we have the 2 cow pastures we can mow again and either make hay out of or make silage. And then we will also have the field 10 that we planted grass on. So we'll have 3 fields, and I believe last episode we discovered we owned a grass roller. So in January, if we want, we can actually go roll that grass, take it back a step, but fertilize it, and that will help us be ready to go for the following season, or the following mowing. So we lose a month when we grass roll because it takes it back a stage, but it also fertilizes it. So in general, it's typically worth it if you can take the time to grass roll. So that's something we're going to try, because I have grass rolled before, but I don't think I've grass rolled in any of the series I've done on YouTube so far. So just something new and a little bit different, and since grass care is a big part of taking care of our livestock, we might as well do it and show you guys what that looks like. And then beyond that, we're going to get to March and plant something else somewhere, or start harvesting some things. Because technically all of our fields are planted now, if you count the grass fields as planted, because we're not going to do much else with them. And we're getting to see a whole other side. I didn't realize this was like, oops, a bay. That's pretty cool looking. Anyway. So let's see, we don't want to miss our turn. Oh, it's still a little ways up. I thought it was going to be right up this hill, but... Anyways, how are you guys doing? How have you been? Go ahead and chime in the comments. Let me know if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, or just, you want to say hi. I am totally down with saying hello to everyone, and also just... oh gosh, we lost our eggs. That, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. Well, we will see if we can just pick them up. Luckily they landed right side up, so we're getting into an accident, but we're not losing them for that. I mean, maybe I should have slowed down before I took the corner, but I think we lost them right before the corner. So I don't know. I don't think the eggs like driving at 20 plus miles an hour. We really need to put them on a low loader with the strap, but I figured for one pallet, why not just do this? So we'll see. And I do have the place tagged, so there should be a giant green beacon, which I'm sure we'll see as soon as we turn this corner. That's right over there, and I missed the turn, so we're just going to drive through the yard in the dark with a tractor. Don't mind me. I'll try to not run over any of your deer. Alright, so this is the farmer's market. So we're just going to drive in here and see what we get. Come on. Wow, these are like stuck now. Hello, what's happening? Something weird is happening here. This is not how this is supposed to work. I'm supposed to just set them down, back away, and have them be paid. How come those aren't selling? This is what I marked on the map. All right, let's check some things because something's not working out right here. Aside from the glitching, eggs are sold at this farmer's market, Moon Ridge Farmer's Market. I am standing at Moon Ridge Farmer's Market, Livestock Market. Well, I'll put the line right there. It's possible that we have to sell them over here instead. So let's try to pick them up, and hopefully it doesn't glitch out on us again. So not the smoothest transition to what I'm trying to do here, but we'll see what happens. I am a little concerned about picking these up, just because it did not like it last time we tried to set them down. A lot of times you don't even have to set them down, you just get them in the box. Oh, now it said we're down to 90%, so we sold some. We sold $500 worth. It's right here in the middle, in between the two. That is super weird. But hey, I'll take it. So we got 4,420 plus 500, I think. How did we get? So we got 87,964 for that, and we got 55.46 for our products. Okay, well, we went from literally -$1 to 17,134 and debt free. Right now, I don't have a pallet on the front. I'm going to drive like a maniac to get back to the house. So we can skip to the next day. So I apologize, I'm driving like a maniac in the dark, but what are you gonna do? So what was I talking about before the pallet freaked out? I think I was gonna say something important, and now I don't know that it's actually important, but it felt important at the time. So harrowing trip to the farmer's market. Late at night, in the dark. I'll have to drive this again in the day sometime so you guys can see the fields that are up here. It's nice. They're a little hilly, obviously, because we gained a lot of altitude back there, and we're going to gain even a little bit more over here, and then it's a pretty steep downhill going around the other side. I did drive over here one other time to return something or to sell something, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but so yeah, it's like here we're still on top of the hill, and now we're going to do this big decline that kind of twists around and comes back to the main road. So anyway, I think I was talking about our fields and how we could prepare for the following year. I was kind of talking a lot about March and April because that's when we could plant next, but honestly we don't have any fields that we need to plant. So we're probably going to skip a lot of months here in the end of this episode, or between this episode and the next episode. So we'll just have to see how that all works for us. And this main road, we need to go this way. Now I need to look at a map. I think it's this way. Nope, it's the other way. This is actually past the store. So I've never really gone this far. Whoa, hello guy, driving behind me as I'm turning around. So I apologize that so much of this episode ended up being in the dark. I just wanted to get a good value for our eggs, and that just happened to be today. I know driving around in the dark doesn't make for the best episode ever, but hopefully we will get some light in the second half of this episode when we're back and we're skipping through the days and checking the sales and doing all that stuff. So I don't know what's going to come up in the sales that we can afford for $17,000, and I really don't want to go back into debt unless we need to. But if the right piece of equipment comes available, we just might have to do that. Or we can maybe even look at our equipment and see if there's anything else that we would consider selling between now and then to help generate some income if there's a nice piece of equipment available that we want to buy. But like I said, there's really not much for us to do right now other than let our cows mature and let our chickens mature and start producing us a lot of eggs, which we can sell or stack up till next December and then sell. But then our low loader will be full and we need that to haul around our bales. So I don't know, I guess what are the wish list items that I would want? Possibly a square bale loader. I can manually load them, and that's fine, and I can get 16 on that low loader, and that's fine. But if I had one that picked them up, like that 14 bale loader with the fork on the side that kind of picks them up and stacks them, and then you stack them 8 high or 7 high in 2 rows, definitely would consider buying that. So that would leave our low loader open for just pallets of eggs, since we will be making a lot of eggs in the next 12 months. Silage wrapper. I don't believe we own a silage wrapper, so that's something that we would certainly consider if it came up for the right price. I don't really think we need another tractor. We've got 3, so we're doing all right there. So $883 in property maintenance, plus whatever that hourly thing is that's taken away. So let's take a look at the sales. This is that bale transport. No, that's a windrower. And this is a bale transport. But I'm not really sure how that works. Cotton wheelie grab. No, I don't think we'll be buying either of those. Let's look at our animals. Cows are fine. Got yellow hay, red straw, but still got some available. Chickens are kind of the one thing I'm wondering about. We've got 11,000 liters available right now, but we got to get a couple of months from here to there. So we'll see how the chickens hold up. Nothing else seems to need anything. Let's look at our fields real quick, I suppose. Growing seed bed. Is that not growing? Did we not plant that one? I guess we do have field 9. Oh, that's right. We ran out of time. So we do have field 9 available to plant in March. So that's nice. Needs rolling. These needed weeding, and they were. This one doesn't have weeds because it's grass. So yeah. Nothing going there. Growing. This one doesn't show growing because it's grass. Neither do those two. December 2nd. Let's just go ahead and sleep till January. There's nothing else happening here that we need to be worried about. Oh, shoot. Maybe could have rolled the grass. I guess it's a little bit late now. That's all right. We'll see what January brings. We'll at least drive down, look at our fields here in January, and check out the sales again. And that'll probably wrap up this episode, to be honest. So you got to see the finances get fixed. We made it to January, so we're going to have year 2 now on our stats, which is nice. snowing, which is also nice. Almost have another pallet. Half a pallet. Cows look good there. We'll check their stats here in a second anyway, but actually let's go this way so we can look at our grass field. So we do have this one field 9 here that's open and ready to plant. So that will be kind of our March project, April at the latest. Find something to plant in here, but that's easy enough to do. Here's our grass field. It's growing, needs rolling, but that's fine. I don't want to roll it now and take this stage down once when we don't really need to. Let's take a look at our other crops while we're down here. Kind of pretty with the snow coming down. Let's drive around to the corner and we can just look at our fields from there. It looks really nice from here, but we'll get out and take a closer look at the numbers. I don't really like how the dead weeds never go away though. Like, here they are, they've been killed, but they're still there, and they're going to stay here till the stuff is too tall to see them. And then there's this section in the middle where we missed. But anyway, barley growing, field potential, expected yield 72%. Our max yield would be 80%, but our pH value is perfect, and our nitrogen is good. And then here is our wheat. Also growing, also needs rolling, pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect. I mean, it looks like a nice field for what you can see through the snow. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming along with me on that financial adventure as we got ourselves ready. Ooh, looks like we lost another $800 down to $15,000 because of the second day of January. I didn't realize it was going to charge us that every day. That might be a downside to doing 2-day months. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you and just kind of what you're looking forward to in year 2 for this farm. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.